Hey guys, it's Maddie and welcome back to my channel. So I don't think I ever filmed an intro to this video, but join me setting up my bookshelf. Here's a little sneak peek. I got these bookshelves for free off of Facebook in a Buy Nothing group I'm a part of. So we are going to reorganize all my books, put them on the shelf, do a little Indigo and Value Village haul of some books I found there. And I also have a Gymshark haul that I'm going to include into this video because why not? So I hope you enjoy and thanks for watching. First things first, I need to wipe down my shelves. I'm going to use a microfiber towel, cloth actually, and some power wash, the spray. And then I'm going to damp this, make it wet, and then go in and dry it with a towel because I don't need my books getting moldy. So let's get started. So this is the before. It's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shelves and I have 6 little spaces. So before. This is where my books currently are housed. No real rhyme or reason, just kind of piled everywhere. So I'm going to put them in this clothes basket and bring them upstairs and then organize up there. Here are most of my books. I still have my non-fictions downstairs and like self-help, but these are all of my fiction. First pile here is like literary fiction or just like random books. This is dark romance. These are just regular romance. Thrillers and mysteries. This is here. Some like dystopian type books. These are all my most of these are romanticies actually. But fantasy, romantasy type situations. Back there are my 2 like horse books, Canterwood Crest and then the Horse Mad series. Then there, I don't know what to do with that pile. These are all of my, if I can show you, my series. So I have the Scorch Trials, Divergent, that's the white, or the jewel, I think is what it is, yeah. And then Matched, I don't have the second book, Crossed, The Hunger Games, and then my series, Girl Online. Time to fill my shelf. I have no idea what I'm gonna do. This is gonna be a lot of trial and error, and it might take me a significant amount of time, but I got all morning. I got nothing but time right now. It's a different day, but I have so many exciting books I want to share with you. I got this stack from Indigo and then these 3 from Value Village. Let's start with Value Village because what a steal. This first book, Shatter Me. I found Unravel Me at Value Village a couple months ago. So I found Shatter Me today. This is the first book of the series. Unravel Me is the second. $1.99 for this book. $1.99. And it's like not perfect, but it's like not bad shape either. Second book from Value Village is Lisa Jewell, The Family Remains. This is some sort of thriller, don't know much about it, and it was $5.99. And this book has been on my to-be-read list for quite a while, and that is The Paris Apartment by Lucy Foley. And again, it was $5.99. So what a steal. I'm very impressed with my purchases there. Now for Indigo. First is Swift and Saddled by Lila Sage. This is the second book in the Done and Dusted series. The third one comes out November 5th. This follows the brother of, what's his name? I don't know, this is Weston Ryder. His brother is the main, no, his sister is the main focus in the first book, and they're like adopted brother, kind of. I'm not explaining it very well, but it's cowboy, small town romance. Next is Magnolia Parks by Jessa Hastings. I am so excited to read this. This is like about a couple who is destined to be together, but they just don't realize it. Maybe like Derek and Meredith in the early seasons of Grey's Anatomy. Another exciting one. The Serpent and the Wings of Night. I have read, this is by Carissa Broadbent. I read Six Scorched Roses, which is a novella of this series, and the second book is out, I think. The Ashes and the Star-Cursed King. I'm pretty sure that's been released, like just recently. Don't really know what it's about. I think vampires. I think. I'm gonna say this about every single book, but Leather and Lark, this is the second book of The Butcher and Blackbird by Brynn Weaver, and she's Canadian actually. But this follows the dude's brother and her and the girl from the first book's friend, I believe. But it's a dark romance, a dark rom-com actually, if it's anything like the first one. And it's a trilogy, and Scythe and Sparrow comes out soon. And the last book is Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. I loved Ninth House and Hellbent, and this is more of her YA type of book. And the second one is Crooked Kingdom. Shadow and Bone. I have not read that one yet, but I got a really good deal on all of these. I don't have my receipt, but those were like 87 something, I think. Because a lot of them were like 20% off, and then I'm a Plum Plus member, so I got an additional 10% off. So I'm very excited for all of my books. This is going to be great. I have lots of reading to be done. Now just time to find room on my shelf for them, because I don't know where they're gonna go, but I'll figure it out. I'm not 100% confident you're not gonna topple over, but I have you set up. And we're gonna do a bookshelf tour. So this shelf is all of my mysteries. I'm just gonna work this side to this side. Can't even see me if I get in frame. So I have The Push, The Wives, Then She Was Gone. I've read The Wives and Then She Was Gone, and I started The Push. I'm like not very far through it at all. Lucy Foley's The Paris Apartment. I'm very excited to read that. That's been on my TBR for a while. Lisa Jewell, The Family Remains. I've heard a lot about that one. Haven't read it. Started The Guilt Trip by Sadie Jones. Not very far at all. The Deep is like a Titanic retelling, like stories of the hauntings on the Titanic. So I think that'll be very interesting to read. Then Joyce Maynard's After Her. Haven't read that at all. Then we have The Perfect Son by Frida McFadden. Haven't read. I've read The Magpie Society, One for Sorrow by Zoe Sugg. The second one has come out, but I haven't read that yet. The Silent Patient by Alex Michaelides. Read that one. Sarah Plays The Sanatorium. Haven't read. And then I have The Maid by Nita Prose and The Mystery Guest. Haven't read those either. And then the final one is Nora Roberts' The Liar. Have not read that. Then moving on to this glorious shelf. This is all of my dark romance and then my romance. I have Those Boys Are Trouble by Willow Winters. Haven't read. The Mindfuck series by S.T. Abbey. I just heard that they have like discontinued the physical publishing of this book, and you can't buy like the complete series. You can buy the individual books on Kindle Unlimited, but you can't buy the whole thing. So this book has just become so much more special to me. Then I have Haunting Adeline. Haven't read. I haven't read the Mindfuck series either. The thing about me is when I get a book that I'm very excited about, I prolong reading it because I don't want the experience to be over. I enjoy the anticipation of reading the book, but yeah, so haven't read those. I'm very excited to read them. I just haven't yet. Colleen Hoover's Too Late. And then Butcher and Blackbird I've read by Brynne Weaver. And then the second book, Leather and Lark, haven't read that one yet. I just picked it up. Then I have Ghosts by Dolly Alderton, Meet Me at the Lake by Carly Fortune. Haven't read either of those two. Most of these next ones I haven't read. Flawless by Elsie Silver, have not read. Magnolia Parks by Jessa Hastings, haven't read either. I have read It Ends With Us and Love Theoretically and The Love Hypothesis. These are two of my favorite books. I love Allie Hazelwood and anything she writes. Then I have Done and Dusted by Lila Sage, which I have read. And then the second one, Swift and Saddled, haven't read that yet. Then over in this corner, Full Measures by Rebecca Yarros, haven't read. Beautiful Secrets, haven't read. Ugly Love by Colleen Hoover, I have read that. And The Wrong Game by Candy Steiner, I have read that as well. It is like a sports romance, I think, from what I can remember. And up top, I just have a little sign that I made that says, I just want all the dogs. And then 4 of my favorite stuffed animals from when I was a child. Okay, let's move down. This shelf is going to be my Sarah J. Maas shelf. I have the Crescent City, House of Earth and Blood. So truthfully, I haven't read a single one of Sarah J. Maas's books. Then I have the complete box set of A Court of Thorns and Roses. I also have pre-ordered on Amazon the Throne of Glass series. I think that actually comes in at the end of this month, or like middle of this month maybe. Soon-ish, sometime in July I think it's released. But yeah, so I just need the other 2 books of the Crescent City series, and then I'll have all of them. So this will be her dedicated shelf. And then my most favorite shelf ever. This is my 4th wing, my dedicated shelf to the Empyrean series. So I have my 2 like regular hardback copies, and then my special editions with the sprayed edges. This is the holiday version of 4th wing, and then just the sprayed edge edition of Iron Flame. Okay, let's move down to the next one. Sorry, I'm flying through these because honestly, I would say over half of my books I have not read, so I can't really give you a full in-depth. And a lot of the books I have read, there's a video somewhere of me talking about it. This is just me showing you my books, not really talking a lot about them. I could do a whole video talking about every single book that I've read. I probably don't remember much of it, but I could do that theoretically. This shelf is like my YA dystopian series. So I have my little Chip mug from Disney. I just think he's so cute. I just love him. I love him. I don't really drink out of him, but he just hangs out. I just think he's so cute. I don't have anything in him. Maybe I'll put like bookmarks, but I don't really have bookmarks. Maybe I should like invest in some or make some. But anyways, I have the Inheritance Game series box set. I started the first book, did not get very far into it, but I'm excited to read that series as well. I've heard really good things about it. And then I have the first and the last book of The Matched by Ali Condi. I'm just missing Crossed, which is the second book of the series. Then I have my 3 Hunger Games books. I've read those. The Maze Runner series. I think there is a 4th one. Something, I don't remember, but I have all of those. I've definitely read the first 2 books. I don't think I've read the last 2. And then I have, I don't know what, The Jewel by, I don't know who, Ewing, something Ewing. But yeah, those are those. And then let's move on to the other side. Let me just get myself situated. I just look like a floating head. These are more dystopian fantasy type books. I have 6 Scorched Roses by Carissa Broadbent. That is one of my favorite books. It is so short. It's a novella, actually. It is such a short read, but so packed full of detail and like the character development. I just really, really enjoyed it. Then I have Welcome to the Madhouse, haven't read. The Waking Land, haven't read. Bride by Ali Hazelwood, loved this book. It was such like just a cutesy little read. Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo, haven't read, but I read Ninth House and Hellbent by her and loved them, so I think I will enjoy this one just as much. The Serpent and the Wings of Night. This is Six Scorched Roses is a part of this series, so I'm excited to read that one and to dive more into that world. Shatter Me and Unravel Me, haven't read. Entwined. This is probably my favorite book of all time. It's like a the 12 Dancing Princesses retelling. I just love it. It's such like a nostalgic book for me. This was like one of my first books that I read, like that started my reading, if that makes sense. It was like a recommendation of Elle Fowler, if you remember her. All That Glitters 21. She was a huge reader and very big on YouTube and a very big part of my childhood growing up. And then I have Delirium, read that one. And then I have 3 of the Twilight books. And then I have my 3 Divergent, which I think I've read Twilight, but none of the other books. I've watched all the movies. I love the movies, but just haven't really read the books. I know for sure I've read the first 2 Divergent books. Don't know if I read Allegiant or not. Over here is more of like my YA book. So I have Girl Online by Zoe Sugg, that trilogy. I have a few of the Canterwood Crest books. These were my childhood. I love these books. I want to do a reread of them, to be honest, just because they were like so pivotal in my life. And then the Horse Mad books as well. I would love to do a reread of those. These are just like core memories for me reading. Now to the other side. These are just more of like my fiction books. Paper Towns by John Green, haven't read. The Giver by Lois Lowry, I read in school but haven't reread at all. I would like to. I think it's just like a classic book that everyone reads. The Carrie Diaries, started it, haven't finished. Lessons in Chemistry, I've read, wasn't my favorite book. Daisy Jones and the Six, I love this book. I love it, love it, love it so much. One of my favorite books ever, honestly. Carrie Soto is Back, haven't read. Since You've Been Gone, haven't read. John Green's The Fault in Our Stars. I think I've read it. I've definitely watched the movie, but I think I've read this book. The Midnight Library, read and liked. Fracture, read and enjoyed. Before I Fall, haven't read. The Spectacular Now, super easy book, pretty lighthearted. Wasn't super impactful, but I liked it. Cherry Money Baby, I found this book at my free library and it's an ARC copy. How cool is that? So I'm excited to read this. And then The Secret History by Donna Tartt. I've tried to read this book a few times. I've gotten a little bit of the way through, but it's just, I don't know. I can't get into it, honestly. And then Dance of Thieves, I am reading. It's from my library. I'm really enjoying it. I'm about halfway through. I just love it. I like it so far a lot, actually. I don't know. I'm kind of in a reading slump right now, but this is like getting me to pick up my pace again. And then this shelf down here is empty. I just have a hardcover copy of The Kill Order, but I have a paperback and the rest of the series is paperback, so I will probably put this into my free library or donate it somewhere because this was the only hardcover copy I had. And then this side is all of my nonfiction books, and then just some full journals. That is my bookshelf. That is all. I got another exciting package today. This one is from Gymshark. They had like 60% off. So I bought a few things and I thought, why not just include it into this video, because let's just do a bunch of hauls right now. I got two like kind of matching sets. So let's try the first one on. Everything I got is in a size medium. So the first is the Everyday Seamless Sports Bra. And this is in the color red, which is more like a burgundy maroon. It does have removable cups. To be honest, I'll probably remove them because I don't like the cups in my sports bra. I think they're more of a pain in the ass than anything. And I don't really need them. So that's that. And then the matching shorts, again in a size medium, and these are the Everyday Seamless. They do have like slight booty contouring. It's like a different texture, not a different color, but it's like ribbed kind of. Okay. Oh, this lighting. These are the shorts and the top. Very happy with them. They're so soft, pretty stretchy, enough give in them. The top I really like as well. It has like a very low V back to it. I think they're squat proof. They seem like they'll be squat proof. I'm happy with this so far. Good, good. And the second outfit I got are these more like athletic type shorts. The retro waistband short in medium regular fit. And I think this is like the lavender. It's more of a gray than I thought it was gonna be. And no built-in underwear, which I don't really mind. I'm not too particular on that. And a matching top is the crop mesh tank. Again, it has like cups in it. The back, I guess, is the mesh. I don't know, there's not really mesh what I would consider, but it's cute. These are all super soft, and these are like two very different textures. This is more silky. This is more like the iconic gymshark material, I would say. I love this top. It is so soft, very flattering too. And these shorts, I like them. I like them a lot, actually. I think they're gonna grow on me. I think I need to like actually wear them doing stuff, but they're pretty high. Like they come above my belly button, but nice cinched waist. They're super lightweight and very soft as well. Oh, I can't wait to wear this stuff, but I think that was like $147, I wanna say, give or take, but yeah, I'm very impressed. Love, love, love.